Today, SCO is considered one of the most representative and influential international organizations in Eurasia. It is natural that a new state strives for the organization. Belarus is proud that a year ago it became a full-fledged member of SCO. This is in line with the long-term interests of our state and opens up additional opportunities for cooperation. To be a part of the Shanghai family is our strategic choice. Minsk supports the decision of SCO at the expense of the new members of the EPP. Those who share the values and principles of the Shanghai spirit are our partners. Mutual respect and trust are the basis for the dialogue and the desire for further development. SCO becomes an integral part of the new international order. In this regard, I would like to point out two key issues of the organization's activity that require increased attention. The first is the creation of a mechanism of indivisible security in Eurasia. Belarus has proposed its point of view. We have proposed the development of the Eurasian map of diversity and multi-layeredness in the current century. We see SCO as one of the main platforms for discussing this initiative. Belarus welcomes the creation of a universal SCO center for countering security threats and an anti-drug SCO center. It is necessary to do everything possible for the named structures to start functioning as soon as possible. The second issue is that we welcome the activation of a dialogue on simplifying the trade procedures within our organization. This will contribute to the reduction of barriers, the growth of trade and transborder investments. Already today, the volume of trade between the countries of SCO has exceeded $2 trillion. Such figures are not a limit. Calculations in national currencies, the creation of joint funds, investments in the digital economy and green technologies will be the centers of our attention. Thirdly, in modern geopolitical conditions, when one-sided sanctions become a factor of destabilization, there is an obvious need for an independent financial mechanism, SCO, which will be able to finance transborder projects, which will stimulate the use of national currencies in trade, support the development of key areas of cooperation, from logistics and energy to digital transformation and artificial intelligence. Belarus supports the idea of creating a SCO development bank, which will provide additional stability to economic ties and become an important factor for the economic sovereignty of the region. But we all understand that the benefit from this bank will be only if it can operate in each of the countries of the Shanghai family. Fourthly, geopolitical shocks are broken by international logistics chains. Therefore, Belarus considers it important for the countries of SCO and ES to coordinate efforts to develop transport and logistics infrastructure, transport corridors, apply digital technologies and intellectual systems in the field of transport. This will strengthen the connectivity of countries participating in SCO and the Eurasian Economic Union, reduce transaction costs for business, expand access to Central Asian countries to the European markets and China, and finally increase the level of stability and security of logistics chains based on external pressure. Fifthly, Belarus considers it extremely important to create a common scientific and innovative space for the organization. Already today we have a mechanism from working groups to the SCO Interbank Union. which can provide financing for joint scientific and technological startups. This is especially relevant when innovation becomes a key factor of rapid growth. Belarus is open to sharing experience and implementing joint projects in the fields of agriculture, medicine, IT, and applied science. Sixthly, we attach great importance to strengthening ties between the countries of SCO in the fields of education, science, and culture. It is important to fill the humanitarian dimension of SCO with specific content and new opportunities. We need to create a full-fledged regional educational platform, for example, based on the SCO University. This platform will enable the organization to form a generation of specialists, people who know each other, who respect the cultural features and achievements of partner countries. This is a kind of national diplomats who will help to cultivate the atmosphere of trust between the leaders of the countries of the Shanghai family.